What's going on? S3T, man, back with another video. So y'all see what my man right here said, man. My man said a Terminator Cobra was the Hellcat of the 2000s. And coming from a Chevy, man, I 100% absolutely agree. This is the original Hellcat. This is the first Hellcat. This is the OG Hellcats. So in a time where rear-wheel drive V8 vehicles, Ford decided to drop a supercharged 4.6 liter dual overhead cam engine in a Terminator Cobra. Now, as far as competition goes, like I said, the Terminator was pretty much in a league of its own. Now, this right here is a Cobra R. This is not the supercharged Terminator, but I couldn't find a picture of all three of these cars together with the Terminator, so we gonna go with this picture. So the Terminator pretty much had the Z06 and a Viper as competition. So, like I say, the Gen 1 and Gen 2 Viper wasn't really making noise back then. The Viper made a comeback with the Gen 3 and the V10. The SRT-10 Viper, that's when the Viper started to shine. But Gen 1 and Gen 2, those Vipers were pretty much non-existent. They wasn't really hitting on nothing or talking about nothing. The C5Z06 was pretty much the big dog as well as the Terminator. So I would say the Terminator Cobra will be more of a competitor against the Z06 versus the Gen 1 or Gen 2 Viper. But like I say, man, as far as the original Hellcat title goes, it goes to this car. We can't deny that. So I know a lot of people say the 96 Impala was the first Hellcat, or some people might say the Grand National, but I disagree because as far as a rear-wheel drive supercharged V8 goes, the Terminator was the first Hellcat. And we got to acknowledge the fact, since we talking about Hellcats, Ford spent the block and came back with the S197 GT500. Now, since we speaking on Hellcats, I gotta say this. This is the reason the Hellcat exists. Yes, for the most part, people that don't know this, or just people in general, the original Hellcat did not have 707 horsepower. This was the big dog. This and a C601. This car was 662 horsepower. When Dodge saw this, they went back to the drawing board, redid the SRT, and released it in 2015 with 707 horsepower. The original Hellcats didn't have 700 horsepower. They was like in a 600-ish range. Anybody can tell you this. Like, the whole car community know this. But this in a C601, hands down, they was whooping Hellcats ass. 2015, 16, them 707 Hellcats was getting stomped on by these and the C601s. Terminator Hellcats can still, Terminator Cobras can still beat Hellcats. So yeah, man, the Terminator was the first Hellcat. So yeah, y'all drop them comments. Let's talk about it. S3T, gone.